How to connect with your partner on a deeper level. My wife Rika and I run workshops on this, and I'm going to tell you exactly how. When we can live life on our terms, on a holistic level, taking into account not just our business lives, but also our health, all of our relationships, from friends, family, to our partners, the world changes. All right, so if you're looking to connect on a deeper level with your partner, we're going to go through 6 very specific steps on how to do this. But it's basically about modeling behavior. What is the behavior you're looking to receive in return? So the first step is to consider looking at your spouse, your partner, as a whole person. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a dude, I get it, but how do we look at the whole person? Understanding that maybe there's things that are outside the relationship that are impacting things in a different way. Meaning, what is their work life like? What is the environment, the compensation, maybe their job satisfaction? How are they feeling about their resources, their time, their talent, their treasure? Maybe it could be around relationships. Maybe our relationship with our spouse is great, but their one with their family or friends is terrible. Or who knows, maybe there's some health issues. Maybe it's a physical, a spiritual, or mental thing. But if we can first take a step back and look at the person as a whole, that's going to be the first step. So the second one is, when you're doing this, create some sort of formal way of creating awareness is going to help. And that's where, if you want, you're welcome to go to our website at lifeandon-yourterms.com. And about halfway down the page, doesn't cost anything, you're welcome to go through, and we have a tool called the balance wheel. Take the assessment, it takes about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, and it's going to give you immediate results. You can do this, but you can also get your partner or spouse to do this. And when you do this, this is going to start to create awareness. So just by having this tool and understanding where things are, that's going to help. So first thing is having a mindset of looking at the whole person. The second is using a tool to create a clear understanding and mindset. The third then is going to be curious. And I beat the guys up here because a lot of guys don't want to discuss anything. They don't even want to worry about things. They just want to go right to solve. Please don't do that. Please step back and really be curious. If your partner is saying, yeah, I feel like my friends are just terrible. I don't have any friends. And from your side, it's like, well, I'm a dude and I have like 2 guys and I see them once a year and I'm happy about that. And you see your girlfriends every other week. Well, don't dismiss it. Be curious. Help me understand why you're feeling that. Well, I don't have anybody I can really talk to. I see those guys, but I don't trust them. Or whatever it may be. But think about those things. What are those areas? And really, really come with a mindset of curiosity, not a mindset of solving. And this is a big shift for a lot of guys. Some women as well. That's sexist, I know. But it's coming with the idea of how can you be curious. The fourth thing then is listen to listen. Listen to hear. Genuinely. And this is going to be part of that being curious. We can sense if somebody is listening so that they can respond right away to make sure that they're defending a position or their thought or they disagree. It's the kind of thing like when you're done talking, somebody's immediately speaking. There's no way they had time to process it. But if you take the mindset and the approach and you really listen, like, I want to hear you. Remember, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you speak. If you can really hear them and you have that approach, if people feel they're heard, oh my goodness. This alone, being curious and listening, you want to have a connect with your partner on a deeper level. Those 2 things right there, knock it out of the park. But when you start to do that, listen. And don't be afraid of asking questions. Don't be afraid of challenging. Help me understand. I don't understand this perspective. Why are you looking at it this way? Okay. But again, don't solve. Then ask them, well, how can you move that forward? What can you do to make it better? Well, I could do this, or I might be able to do that. Okay. All right. The 5th thing, once you start listening, is then how can you become their champion? I believe in you. I know you can do this. I know it's within your skills. We can figure this out together. How can I help you? How can I be your champion? When you start to lean into this type of thinking, that person now suddenly realizes they have to be accountable for it, which is what we need, but that they're not alone and you've got them. They've been heard. It's become aware. You've been curious. They've been heard. And now you're starting to act like their champion. Holy smokes. You actually want to figure out how to connect with your partner on a deep level? This will do it. Now, the last thing is make sure you're ruthlessly but compassionately consistent. So if you say, okay, well, I will follow up with you on that, then you have to follow up with that. If you say, I'm going to watch the kids so you can go back to school, so you can work on improving your, get a different degree, great, you got to watch the kids. If you say you're going to do something, you absolutely have to do it. This is for two reasons. One, candidly, it's what you should do for yourself. If you make your word, it's the most valuable thing you have is your word. But two, you're modeling the behavior that you want them to follow back with you. So when you start to do this, if you're saying, hey, how do I connect with your partner on a deeper level? Well, first is have that mindset of looking at them as a whole person. Second, use some sort of tool that can help them figure out how to do that. Third, be curious. Have that mindset of curiosity, not solving. Listen to hear, help them solve it, dig it, and then become their champion. And lastly, make sure you follow up with ultra consistent. When you start to do this, you're modeling behaviors that ideally are going to be a great fit for you as well. And when you model the behaviors you're looking to receive, more often than not, things just blossom and turn into a beautiful way. So if you're wondering how to connect with your partner on a deep level, that's how you do it. So ideally you found some value. Please feel free to check out our book. We've got courses online that go through video interactive, help you really redefine success on your terms. And you're always welcome to go use Life on Your Term, or the Balance Wheel. Please subscribe. Thank you very much for investing time to watch this. Keep smiling.